welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Alice and today I am going to be doing a Universal Studios sort of like narrative vlog because I only spent one day there. So most of my previous sort of videos have been like trip reports and me summarising different sections, but today I'm just going to go through what I did because I was only there for one day. I only went to Universal Studios for one day because we ended up buying a full-day pass. This was purchased from Attraction Tickets, I would say, and it cost about £300 sterling per adult. So anyway, so one of the days was spent at Volcano Bay, 2 days were spent at Universal Islands of Adventure, and then one day was at Universal Studios. So we went on a Monday. We didn't get the park hopping pass because Hogwarts Express was not running, so we just spent a full day at Universal Studios. At 7:20 we were able to catch a free bus from the hotel we were staying at, which was the Rosen in Lake Buena Vista. So we get there at about 8, and I can't remember what time Universal Studios was opening, but I think it was a little bit earlier at the time compared to Islands of Adventure. It was nice to be in the park relatively early. Most people were at work or at school, so here's some footage of us walking through a eerily quiet Universal Studios. And we headed straight over to the Wizarding World of Harry Potter Diagon Alley. So this opened in July 2014 and it was the first time that I had seen it. First of all, we did the Escape from Gringotts ride, which is a roller coaster and you wear 3D glasses. I think it's quite scary. Then we walked over to the Simpsons ride in Springfield, USA, home of the Simpsons. It's kind of refreshing being at Universal and hearing music that isn't Disney. When I was like a young adolescent, I quite like the Simpsons. I don't really watch it now, but I do know who the characters are and stuff, and I can remember doing this Simpsons ride when I was last there in December 2010. Probably did it like 2 or 3 times then, but this time we just did it once and I would say it's a good ride. And here's some footage of the Springfield area. We've got the Moe's bar or pub and then other iconic locations. After that we walked back over to the other side of the park and we did the Despicable Me Minion Mayhem. I would actually say it's very similar to the Simpsons ride, but the queue was almost an hour. Lots of little kids, like little preschool kids that were trying to get on it, I suppose. Because we were only spending one day at this theme park, we were deciding to be really productive. So after the Minions ride, we went to Race Through New York, starring Jimmy Fallon. I still haven't worked out who Jimmy Fallon is. I was going to Google it. I think it's some sort of news presenter. But anyway, it's better than we expected, and we actually did that, I think, twice that day. We went back and did that again later. Then we went on Revenge of the Mummy. My sister went on Hollywood Rip Ride Rocket, but that would have been too scary for me. The Jaws ride closed in January 2012 after being open for 22 years, but apparently the mechanics kept breaking because it was underwater and Universal could use the space in a better way rather than having a ride that was always having mechanical faults. So I can remember doing that ride before, so it's a bit of a shame that it's now closed down and another Jaws ride hasn't replaced it. Here's some footage of some a cappella singers. Then we went to a show called Universal Orlando's Horror Makeup Show. I can actually remember this quite clearly from like 12 years ago, because they were pretty much doing the same things as they did before, and there was like audience participation, so I would recommend not sitting on the first 2 or 3 rows, like 1, 2 or 3 rows, unless if you don't want to get picked on, sit near the back. The Born Stuntacular is another show at Universal Studios. I thought it was a really good show because there were bits moving, but you didn't think they were moving, but they actually were moving. You'd have to see it to know what I mean. But anyway, it's a really good show. It's like stunt show. Then there is Woody the Woodpecker Kid Zone area. I can remember watching Woody the Woodpecker as a kid. But anyway, we went on E.T. Adventure, that ride. So you like sit on a bicycle, and it's a good sort of classic ride. And then there's the Woody Nut House roller coaster, which is quite small. Here is the Men in Black alien shooting ride. We actually got so much done this day, but anyway, after this we went to the Fast and Furious Supercharged ride. It's not great, it's been around since 2018 and it's got really bad reviews. I would also say it's a bad ride. I don't know, considering the films are actually generally quite good reviews, I think, but the ride is not good. We did the Transformers 3D ride, and then back over to Diagon Alley again. So we've got King's Cross. It was a really cool atmosphere, and here's some footage. My sister got a butterbeer from Gringotts ride again for the second time, so we did it first thing in the day and then we went back on it again, but this time in the single rider queue, and we managed to just walk straight on, which is really good. So my sister went round and did that straight away again. I didn't do it again. A fire comes out of the dragon's mouth every 10 minutes or so. I just walked around and kind of absorbed some of the Diagon Alley atmosphere. So there's this dark passageway or alleyway, which would be quite easy to miss, but it was quite cool. I'm pleased we saw it. some of the merchandise available at Universal Studios.
Oh, look, Alice! It didn't say you could put your YouTube. Oh, look at that, Alice!
Do you know?
It looks almost like a jelly belly. Is it called jelly belly?
Yes. Not as cute as Jelly Belly. Oh, it's quite good crusty, the clam. Crab. This is the Universal theme park where they had the Halloween horror party thing going on in the evenings and night time. So it was very well decorated with pumpkins everywhere. Then it was all thundering and raining, so we caught the bus back to the hotel and we did an Uber Eats, and this time it was a success. Last time we tried to order grocers before, it wasn't good, but this time we did Uber Eats and ordered like a meal. My sister got Chick-fil-A and I got the waffle fries of that, but then I also got Chipotle, which was like chicken, beans, salads, but it was nice to get some vegetables, and it was super spicy because I ordered like 10 different types of salsa. Overall, we had a really great day at Universal Studios, and I would definitely recommend that you go there if you are in the local vicinity and you have the time available. I'm not 100% sure what my favourite ride is at that theme park, but my favourite show would be the Born Stuntacular, and then also maybe the horror makeup show. There's more shows and things going on compared to Islands of Adventure, but it was good to go there. Yeah. So anyway, thank you for watching this video. If you enjoy it, please can you give it a thumbs up, and bye.